Did you know that in old Norse myths, there's a giant wolf so powerful that even the gods were afraid of him? His name is Fenrir. And did you know that many native tribes believed wolves could speak to humans not with words, but through dreams, signs, and spirit journeys? And here's another interesting one. In some native stories, wolves were seen as teachers, showing people how to live in harmony with the land. Meanwhile, in Norse stories, wolves sometimes meant chaos, change, and the end of the world. But don't worry, no wolves are ending the world tonight. In fact, the only thing ending soon is your day. And hopefully, this video will help put it to rest. You know, if you ever feel like you're running in circles with your thoughts at bedtime, maybe it's just your inner wolf, chasing its tail. But tonight, we're going to let that wolf curl up in a quiet den, and rest. Just like you. This video is here to help you find that deep, peaceful place in your mind. A soft trail through the forest, where thoughts slow down, and sleep begins. So get cozy. Let your breath soften. And let's begin our gentle journey into the world of wolves, in myth and memory. Let's start with the Norse. Long ago, before bedtime was even a thing, the people of the North told stories about wolves that roamed both the earth and the heavens. Fenrir, the great wolf, was one of the most feared creatures in Norse mythology. He was not just a beast, he was fate. It was said that Fenrir would grow too strong for the gods to control, and when the time came, he would break free. They said he would swallow the sun, bring darkness to the world, and help bring about Ragnarok, the end of all things. But for now, let's leave the drama to the myths, and keep things calm. Because what's most interesting is how the gods tried to stop Fenrir. They raised him like a pup. They played with him, fed him, tried to tame him. But even then, they knew deep down he was more than he seemed. Eventually, they had to bind him. And they didn't use chains made of iron or rope. No! The gods used a magical ribbon made from soft, strange things, like the breath of a fish, and the sound a cat makes when it walks. Soft things. Hidden things. Like dreams. It's said Fenrir only let himself be tied because he trusted them. And when he realized it was a trick, he bit off the god Tyr's hand. But even then, the wolf did not rage. He waited. Patient. Until the end. Now, you don't need to remember any of this. You don't have to hold on to any details. Just let the images drift in and out. A giant wolf in the snow. Golden eyes watching the stars. A soft ribbon blowing in the wind. Just like your thoughts, floating by, light as a feather. In Norse skies, there were two other wolves. Skull and Hati. They chased the sun and moon through the sky, every day. Never stopping. Always running. Some said, when they caught the sun or moon, the world would end. But for now, the sun is resting. The moon is quiet. And you can rest too. There's no chase tonight. Only stillness. Now let's gently wander over to the world of Native American stories. And here, the wolf is often something else entirely. A guide. A guardian. A family member. Not a monster to fear, but a spirit to trust. Among many native tribes, the wolf is seen as a symbol of loyalty, intelligence, and deep connection. They live in packs. They care for one another. They teach their young. They move with grace through the wilderness, leaving almost no trace. Some tribes believe the first humans learned how to survive by watching wolves. How to hunt, how to protect, how to live with balance. Some even say that the wolf gave people fire. There's a story from the Shoshone people, where a wolf and a coyote worked together to create the world. The wolf was wise and calm. The coyote was clever and mischievous. Together, they balanced each other, like night and day, like waking and dreaming. You don't need to follow the story too closely. Just let the shapes of it settle in your mind. A wolf and a coyote. Stars above. A fire glowing in the center of the world. In some Lakota stories, the wolf was seen as a spirit guide, leading the soul through dream time. Quiet pause across snowy hills. A low howl that echoes, not in the ears, but deep in the heart. There are stories where wolves appear to people who are lost. Not to harm, but to help. A silent presence in the trees. A reminder that you are never truly alone. And even if you can't see them, they are there, just beyond the edge of vision, walking beside you in the stillness. Let that feeling surround you now. Soft fur. Cold air. Stars turning overhead. A gentle sound, somewhere far away, howl, like a lullaby. Some people say wolves sing to the moon. Others say they're speaking to each other, across long distances, calling home. Maybe tonight, your dreams will follow that sound. A soft, winding trail through snow-covered trees. A pack waiting in the distance. A place where time is slow. And peace is deep. The more you learn about wolves and myth, the more you see, they are never just animals. They are symbols. Lessons. Mirrors of the human soul. In Norse stories, they remind us of power, of endings, and of waiting. In native stories, they remind us of wisdom, connection, and returning to what matters most. But here, in this quiet space between thoughts, they are simply wolves. Calm. Watching. Breathing. Just like you. You can let your thoughts settle like snow. You can close your eyes if you haven't already. You can rest now. The wolves will keep watch. The stories will keep flowing, gently, like a river in the night. No need to remember anything. Just be here. Breathing slow. Letting go. Dreaming of faraway lands where wolves run beside the stars. You're safe. You're warm. And you're drifting, down, down, into deep, healing sleep. Good night. And still, the wolves are walking. Not fast. Not chasing. Just moving through your dreams now. Quiet. Steady. Soft paws pressing into snowy ground that never crunches. A world where nothing startles, nothing rushes. Just breath, and stillness, and the quiet company of stories. Maybe you're still listening. Or maybe you're already slipping into sleep. Either way, it's okay. This part isn't about remembering. It's just here to guide you gently along. The Norse people lived in a world where the cold never stopped. Long winters, dark skies, and endless snow. So their stories like Fenrir, Skoll, and Hati reflected the wildness they saw around them. In the middle of storms and silence, wolves were not just animals, they were pieces of the world's deep truth. Symbols of time, of endings, of cycles that must repeat. The wolf who swallows the sun. The wolves who chase the moon. Over and over, every day. Like your thoughts, chasing one another until they don't anymore. Until sleep gently catches up, and everything slows. In the myths, even the gods couldn't stop the wolves forever. But that wasn't always a bad thing. Because even when Fenrir breaks his bonds, it simply means the cycle is starting again. Like the seasons. Like dreams. Now, over in the forests and open lands of North America, the stories are softer. But no less powerful. Tribes from the Great Plains, the forests, the deserts, they all had wolf stories. Each one unique. But many of them shared a feeling that wolves were not monsters. They were elders. Family. Even protectors. Some stories say the wolf was the first creature to speak to humans not with words, but with presence. With dreams. With quiet nudges when people needed guidance. There's an old tale told in whispers that when a person was truly lost, a wolf would appear not with glowing eyes or snarls, but with warmth. Silent eyes. Gentle steps. And the person would follow, not knowing why. But somehow, always ending up back where they needed to be. Maybe tonight, your thoughts are following something too. Something soft. Something calm. Something pulling you closer to rest. And you don't need to chase it. You can just let it carry you. Let your body sink into the bed. Let your breath slow, and slow again. In many native traditions, animals are not below humans. They're equals. Teachers. In some tribes, people are even born with an animal spirit, a guardian that walks beside them. For some, that spirit is the wolf. And the wolf teaches loyalty. It teaches you to take care of your pack. To listen. To stay close to what matters. To move with purpose, but also with peace. Wolves don't rush unless they have to. They listen more than they speak. They rest when the moment is quiet. Maybe that's a lesson for tonight, too. You don't have to do anything right now. You don't have to solve anything. You don't have to be anywhere but here. Just resting. Just letting the old stories keep moving past. Like wind through tall trees. Like moonlight on snow. In another old Norse tale, when the world ends and is born again, some things return. The sun has a daughter. The earth is green again. And somewhere, a wolf walks in the distance. Not angry. Not wild. Just walking. As if even destruction leads to new beginning. And in some native stories, the wolf is always watching, even when unseen. Like the stars. Or the wind. Quiet. Present. Gentle. They say the wolf howls not only to call others, but to say, I am here. I exist. I am part of this world. A song sent into the night, hoping someone hears. Maybe your breath is like that now. Soft. Easy. Sending out a signal to the world that you are here, even in sleep. Especially in sleep. And if your mind drifts, that's okay. Let it drift. Like a wolf crossing a frozen lake, leaving almost no mark behind. Let your thoughts fade. Let your muscles soften. Let your body grow heavier and lighter at the same time. All the stories, they don't need to be followed. Just felt. Just allowed to pass like clouds in a quiet sky. Wolves and myths remind us that there's always something watching, waiting, returning. Something steady in a world that always changes. You are safe with them. You are quiet now. Let yourself rest in that den, curled up beneath layers of time and memory. Let the wind howl outside while you stay warm inside your thoughts. Sleep will come like a wolf returning home. Familiar. Strong. Silent. You've heard enough for now. The stories can wait. The wolves will walk on without you. And that's okay. Close your eyes, if they're not closed already. Let your breath be your only story now. In and out. Like waves. Like snow. Like wolves crossing from one dream to the next. You don't need to hold anything. You don't need to remember. Just drift. There's nothing more you need to do. Let go. Rest. Sleep. The wolves are watching the night for you. You can sleep now. Good night. And now, as the wolves keep walking through the soft landscapes of your thoughts, we're still here, drifting slowly through old stories and quiet feelings. The night is long, but gentle. And you are safe to float along with it. The world of myth is wide and full of echoes. Wolves appear again and again. Always walking, always watching. Sometimes fierce, sometimes kind. But always meaningful. Like a shadow that isn't scary, just part of the light. Like the part of us that knows how to find the way back, even in the dark. In the lands where the Norse people lived, winters were deep and the skies turned dim for months. So they told stories to fill that darkness. Stories with wolves in the snow. Wolves in the sky. Wolves in the future. They said the end of the world would come when Fenrir breaks free. But that ending was never really the end. It was part of the cycle. The story would begin again. The world would grow back. The sun would shine again. And somewhere, in that new beginning, a wolf would still be watching. Just like how the night always ends in morning. And how your thoughts will quiet down, and turn into dreams. Let's not chase that moment. Let's not hurry. Let's just sit with the feeling of it. Like sitting in soft fur, in the stillness, under stars that don't need to shine too bright. The Norse saw wolves as wild forces. But they didn't hate them. They respected them. Because they understood something, that not all powerful things are bad. And not all endings are scary. The wolf is a teacher, even when it seems like a destroyer. And in native traditions, that idea takes on an even deeper calm. In many tribes, the wolf is family. A protector. A reminder that life is stronger when lived together. Wolves stay with their pack. They don't leave anyone behind. They teach their young. They take turns leading. And when they howl, they are calling across distance, not out of loneliness, but out of love. If you ever hear a wolf howling in a story, you can think of it as a soft voice calling you home. Maybe even calling you to rest. You can answer with silence. Or with sleep. Among the Pueblo people, there's a story of the wolf spirit who guards the doorway between this world and the spirit world. Standing quietly between what we know and what we dream. Watching. Not judging. Just being there. You don't have to open any doors tonight. You don't have to understand everything. You can just be here, breathing slowly, letting the spirit wolf keep watch. In some Algonquian tales, wolves bring messages from ancestors. In Cherokee stories, killing a wolf was believed to bring bad luck not because of fear, but because it broke something sacred. And in many tribes, people say you carry your animal spirit with you for life. It walks beside you. Sleeps beside you. Dreams beside you. If yours is the wolf, then maybe tonight it curls up beside your thoughts, and closes its eyes, too. Even in the oldest legends, wolves move like dreams, silent, strong, never fully seen. Like the memory of something you knew before you were born. Something your body still remembers, even as your mind lets go. You might be feeling that now, the slowing down. The softening. Like footsteps fading on snow. Like a voice trailing off into hush. There is nothing left to figure out. Nothing to hold tightly. You can let it all go now. You can imagine the wolf walking ahead of you, guiding you gently through a snowy path, under a sky that doesn't ask questions. And as you follow, you notice, you're not thinking anymore. You're just floating. Breathing. Being. You don't need to stay awake for this. You don't even need to hear the end. Because wolves and myths never really end. They circle back around. Like sleep. Like peace. Let's imagine a pack now, resting in a quiet forest. No movement. No fear. Just the soft rise and fall of breath. Just the sound of wind in the trees. One wolf opens an eye, listens to the night, and then closes it again. Safe. You can do the same. You can imagine your thoughts as snowflakes, falling gently to the ground. No rush. No noise. Just floating down, one by one, until the ground is covered. Still and white. Quiet and whole. The wolves will watch over it all. Their stories will walk the paths of the night, while you rest in a place where time doesn't matter. Where the end of one thought is just the start of a dream. Where the sound of an owl is just the wind whispering, it's okay. You're okay. Go deeper. You are safe. Let your fingers loosen. Let your eyelids grow heavier. Let your body sink into the bed like roots into soft earth. You're not alone here. The stories are keeping you company. And the wolves are still walking. Just ahead. Just beside. Just enough. The stars are turning. The sky is watching. And your breath is steady. Tonight, you are part of a myth. A quiet moment in a story that doesn't need to be told. Just felt. The wolves are at rest now. So are you. Sleep. Good night. And still, the night goes on, soft and unhurried. Just like the wolves, still moving gently through the quiet landscape of your thoughts. Their paws leave no mark. Their breath is warm in the cold air. And their presence, calm, constant, reminds you that you're not alone here in the dark. Maybe you feel your body sinking even deeper now. Heavier, softer. Like fur pressed into moss. like snow settling into silence. The stories are still whispering around you, but they're not asking for your attention. They're just here, like wind in the trees. Like distant howls fading into dreams. The myths don't mind if you sleep through them. In fact, they expect it. The Norse people believed that everything, every god, every creature, every tree and river had its part to play in the story of the world. And wolves had one of the most powerful parts. Fenrir, the giant wolf, wasn't just destruction. He was the necessary shift. The moment when one world ends so another can begin. Not cruel. Just inevitable. Like night after day. Like sleep after wakefulness. And when the gods tried to bind him, they used softness. Not chains of metal or fire, but things so gentle, so impossible, they could barely be imagined. The footfall of a cat. The roots of a mountain. The breath of a fish. Things quiet enough to wrap around even the wildest force. Things quiet enough to help you sleep. You might feel that same softness now. Wrapping around you. Not holding you down, just keeping you safe. Letting your thoughts slow. Letting your body rest. Letting your dreams begin to form. In native stories, wolves don't bring endings. They bring connection. They bring teaching. They walk beside us in spirit, not to control, but to guide. They are the older siblings of the forest. The quiet guardians of what we forget. Many tribes believe that to dream of a wolf meant your ancestors were near. Watching. Protecting. Maybe that's what you feel now. That steady presence. No words. Just calm. Just company. The Lakota people speak of the wolf as a bringer of insight. If you saw a wolf in the wild, it meant you were ready to see something important. But here, in the hush of this moment, the only thing you need to see is the inside of your mind slowing down. There are no lessons to memorize. No names to remember. Only rhythm. Breath. Soft footsteps crossing from one story to another. You don't even need to follow. The wolves will circle back when you're ready. And if you're already dreaming, then that's okay too. Let's drift now to a snow-covered hill. In the distance, a single wolf stands, looking up at the moon. She does not move. She does not howl. She simply watches. Her breath rises in slow clouds. The stars glint above, and the trees sway gently. You're there too, somewhere nearby. Wrapped in a warm pelt. Eyes half closed. Listening to the quiet. You feel no fear. Only stillness. The night holds you both. In the stories of the Inuit, the wolf is not an enemy. It's a partner in survival. A being with wisdom. And strength. And patience. The Inuit tell of a time when wolves taught humans how to hunt caribou. How to move with the land. Not against it. Maybe your thoughts have been hunting all day. Running from one thing to another. But now, they stop. They sit. They breathe. Like a wolf on a quiet ridge, watching the wind. Let yourself become that now. Alert, but calm. Awake, but resting. Or maybe not awake at all. It's okay to drift. To let go. In the Iroquois tradition, dreams are sacred. They are messages. Pathways. And if a wolf visits you in a dream, it's said that your spirit is trying to tell you something important. But maybe that message is just this: rest. Sleep is a kind of journey. A quiet walk through the forest of the mind. And the wolves are your guides, their pace slow and steady. Their eyes soft and watchful. Their presence reassuring. You don't need to walk far. You don't even need to walk at all. Just float, as if your body is already resting in the soft snow of some ancient forest. No danger. No rush. Just a whisper of myths all around you. The Norse believed that time was a wheel. Turning again and again. Life. Death. Life again. And wolves were part of that turning. Not to be feared, but to be known. To be honored. Native peoples believed that the wolf brought balance. That it knew how to survive without taking too much. How to move through the world with respect. Maybe that's what these stories are offering you tonight. Balance. A way back to yourself. A trail through the dark that you don't have to find on your own. Because the wolves are walking it too. You can walk with them, or you can simply lie down beside the trail, and let sleep take you the rest of the way. Let your breath be slow now. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Like wind between pine trees. Like water under ice. The wolves don't speak. But you hear them anyway. In the silence. In the stillness. They're saying it's okay to sleep. It's okay to rest. You are held. You are guided. And even if you don't remember these stories, even if you drift off before the next one begins, that's all right. Because the stories will remember you. And the wolves will still be walking, just out of sight, carrying your dreams gently across the snow. You can let go now. Sleep is close. And everything is quiet. Good night. And still, we continue, not quickly, not far. Just softly. Step by step. The wolves are still here, patient as ever. Their breath warm in the cold air, their eyes calm. Watching over the path as it gently fades into dreams. You followed them this far, and now, maybe, you're not even walking anymore. Maybe you're just floating beside them. Or resting in their shadow. Or curled up beneath the stars, letting them walk ahead while you drift further into sleep. You don't have to keep up. The stories are not in a hurry. They'll wait for you. Or walk beside you, so quietly, you won't even notice them. Just like sleep. Just like peace. The Norse people believed that the end was not the end. Even Ragnarok, the great ending, the breaking of the world, was only part of a cycle. After the darkness, the earth would rise again. The sun would return. The rivers would run clear. And somewhere, the wolf would still be there. But not to end things this time. Just walking quietly through the new morning, as if it had always been that way. In your own mind, endings and beginnings blur now. One thought fades into another. One breath becomes the next. And the line between waking and sleeping disappears. The wolves, they've always lived in these in-between spaces. Between day and night. Between life and spirit. Between fear and wisdom. In native stories, the wolf is a reminder to listen. Not just with your ears, but with your whole being. To feel what's around you. To understand without needing to explain. The world of the wolf is not one of loud answers, but of quiet knowing. And now, your thoughts are settling into that same kind of quiet. In some plains tribes, it's said that wolves have dreams, just like people. That they sleep beneath the sky and see the world in symbols. A rabbit. A cloud. A flicker of firelight. Each one a message. Each one a path. Tonight, you might be dreaming the same way. You might already be halfway there. And even if you're not sure, even if you still feel awake, that's okay. You're close. You're ready. There's nothing left for you to carry. Nothing more to figure out. Just soft memories drifting like mist. Just slow breath in your chest. Just the wolves, walking ahead, clearing the way. In Old Norse poems, the wolf is called moonhound, or sky chaser. Creatures who run beside the heavens, always moving, always watching. But maybe they're not chasing at all. Maybe they're guiding. Guiding the moon through its dark phases. Guiding you through your quiet ones. Until everything feels light again. You can feel it now. The softness. The deepening. A heaviness in your limbs, not of weight, but of release. Like setting down a burden that was never yours to hold. Let yourself do that now. Let go. Breathe out. Sink down. The wolf knows the way through the forest. Even in darkness. Even in silence. And some say that if you follow long enough, you come to a clearing. No noise. No fear. Just stars above, snow beneath, and the soft shape of a den nearby. You crawl inside. The earth is warm. The air is still. Your heartbeat slows. And you sleep. In Ojibwe stories, the wolf is a mirror to the human spirit. It teaches balance, unity, strength. If you walk in harmony, the wolf walks with you. If you stray too far, the wolf waits for your return. Maybe tonight is that return. Not to a place, but to a feeling. Safety. Quiet. Stillness. And you don't need to do anything to deserve it. You don't need to earn it. It's here already. All around you. Like fur wrapping around your shoulders. Like the ash of falling snow. Like a story that knows exactly how to end, even if you never hear the final line. And the wolves, still walking, are part of it all. You may be asleep already. You may still be listening. But the wolves don't mind either way. They'll keep going. Their path is wide. Their hearts are steady. And their footsteps will carry you deeper and deeper still. Soften now. If there's tension, let it melt. If there's noise, let it fade. If there's thought, let it pass. This moment is not for thinking. It's not for doing. It's only for being. And breathing. And resting. Let the wolves keep watch. Let the stories circle around you like soft wind through tall grass. Let the myths become dreams. Let your breath carry you down, down, into the earth, into stillness, into sleep. No more need to stay awake. No more need to listen. Everything that needs to be said, has been said. Everything that needs to be known, is already within you. The wolves have led you here. And now, you can rest. So gently now. Sleep. Good night.